welcome to my channel. My name is Caylbarb on social media. I don't know why I keep using my fingers. But today we are going to be using the new Urban Decay Born to Run eyeshadow palette. I know I'm a little bit late on the, the train? I don't even know. The trend? I don't know that phrase. But I got this recently and I really have been wanting this palette for a while now. So I am doing a eyeshadow look first impressions video using this palette. The packaging is so cute, by the way, and the colors are really nice. So this is what it looks like. Super, super, super cute. So this is what we're going to be doing today. So hopefully this video is not that long, but we know the deal with that every single time I say it. So if you aren't already, please subscribe to my channel. It's just that red rectangular button. And then if you do like this video, give it a thumbs up at the end. And if you can, click the little bell where it turns on the notifications so you get notified whenever I do upload a video. So that would be great and very appreciated. So I'm just going to get right on into this video and just get right on started with this look. So first I'm going to use the shade Weekender. And I'm just going to apply that all over my lid. Next I'm going to take the shade Riff and apply that as a transition shade. And I'm taking the Morphe M513. Let's hope that this is pigmented. And it is. So this side isn't dry on my lid right here, but this side is. And the one thing I did notice is that it blends a lot better on this eye than it does on this side, so it could actually just overall be my lid not being hydrated enough. I've been having like a really dry patch from like this area right there, and it's just been really annoying with like eyeshadows. I don't know, it's been really weird lately. But next I am going to take the shade, I don't know if it's probably Baja. So it's this shade right here. And I'm just going to apply that in my crease. And I'm taking this on a 2 Perfector brush by Wish Beauty. So next I'm going to take the shade Stranded, just this gold champagne shade. I'm going to use the mirror that they have in here. So next I'm going to take the shade Punk and just place it on the outer corner. So next I am going to go in with Ignite, which is that shade right there. And I'm going to put that on the lower lash line. just like that. So as a highlight, I'm going to take, so for highlight, I'm going to take the shade Blaze, and I may mix it with Breakaway. So this is Breakaway, and then that one is Blaze. So I may mix the two. I'm going to see how Blaze works by itself. The shimmers are really pretty in this palette, like really pretty. And then I'm going to get off camera. There is some fallout, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm going to hop off camera, put on some mascara, some lashes, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about the shades I used. I know I didn't talk too much during the video, just because I really wanted to show you what it was like applying the shadows offhand. I do believe that the shimmers in itself are really pretty. Riff was really good, but it was hard to blend out, and so was Baja. So that's like my only thing, but I did like Weekender as a blending shade and as a setting shade for my eyelid. But we will talk a little bit more once I put my lashes and my mascara on, and then that will be it for this video. It's probably going to be my shortest video on my channel, so we will see. So let's chit-chat about this. So the one thing that I can say, this is not really blended. The one thing that I'm a little bit nitpicky about is the blending factor. If you can see this whole thing going on here. Overall, the shimmer shades are really, really pretty, and they're really pigmented. So A+ on that. I also used the shade Jet on my lash line to apply my lashes over top, and that worked really well, which is kind of like a semi shimmer shade. I don't know if you would consider it satin or whatnot. Breakaway, Stranded, Blaze, Weekender, which is a matte shade, is really good. Still Shot I've used before, which was actually a really good matte shade. Riff was okay, and I don't know if it was because of my brush or the patch on my eye. I wasn't necessarily sure about that. Hellride, haven't used. Baja, I didn't like. Accelerate, I liked. Guilt Trip, I didn't use. Ignite, I liked. Smog, Wanderlust, Wild Heart, didn't use. Punk was a matte shade, which is in my outer corner. It wasn't really as pigmented as I wish it was. And Double Life, Drift, Radio, and Big Sky I didn't use. So I'm going to have to use this a lot more, clearly, because there's so many shades in this palette. But as for like the matte shades, I'm like weird about Riff, and I don't like Baja at all. And it is a really, really pretty shade right here. It's a really, really pretty matte shade, but it just didn't work. Like, I don't know why. Like, I don't know if you can see, like, from here, it's like different to that. Like, it's not blending. And I sat here for a good 15 minutes trying to blend everything out, and it just wasn't really working. Even here, it's like really patchy and weird. I don't know. I don't necessarily own Urban Decay palettes, so I don't know if they're actually known for having like semi-okay palettes. I'm not sure, to be honest, but I did really like their shimmer shades. They were really pigmented. They're really pretty, as you can see. Like, even like as an inner corner highlight and a brow bone highlight, it was really beautiful. But for some reason, I'm just like, ugh, like I really don't like the matte shades. Like, that's a shame, because they're really pretty. So I don't know if I would recommend this palette, to be honest. I mean, again, I would have to keep on working with it in other looks and see how I like it. But if I do overall like the shimmer shades, then I'm going to continue on using them. As for right now, I don't necessarily like this palette as much as I thought I would. The packaging in itself is really pretty, and it's really unique. Like, the fact that there's all these places, it's called Born to Run, like the whole concept of it in itself is really nice and really beautiful. And they have a huge long mirror, which I love, because there's just like this much amount of space that isn't mirror, and it's just so clear and perfect, and I can use it. It's great. It's thin. I can just put it in my purse, and even like the back has photos too. So like it just completely wraps around the entire thing. And like here, you're not lost, you're born to run. Like the entire concept is really, really pretty. And I just, when it came out, I was so drawn to the fact that like, because I want to travel to a bunch of places in the next few years, and it's just like, this is like made for me. Like I can't wait to have it in my hands. And it's just like, again, the only two that I didn't like is Punk and Baja. Riff, I'm like about, because I'm not necessarily sure if it's just because of my dryness or what. Still Shot was a really good matte shade, and Weekender was a pretty good matte shade for all over the lid in itself and for blending purposes. Still Shot, which is this peachy shade right here, wasn't bad of a shade as well. I didn't use it in this video, but I have used it in a look before. But other than that, like A+ on the shimmers, I love them. Really pigmented, really pretty. I just can't get over the fact that this is just like a big blob of mess, in my opinion. I don't know, it'll drive me a little bit bananas. But I'm going to keep on using this. I'm going to keep posting looks with this. I'm going to keep practicing and experimenting and see if I do overall like this palette. I do have other brushes in my little collection over here, so it could have just been my brushes. I've had these brushes for a while, and I'm not trying to make up excuses, but it takes time for me to really get to know a palette, just like getting to know a person. It really takes a while for me to get to know a palette and to really see if it actually works for me. So I'm not going to just easily give up on this palette. Obviously, it costs a lot of money, first of all, and it was not PR. I bought this with my own money. But I really do hope that I do fall in love with this palette later on, because again, this entire like born to run, travel the world concept is like such a beautiful, different, unique idea, and I really like that. So A+ for creativity as well. And that's like my first impressions of it is just like, but like I thought it could be a lot better. But yeah, that's pretty much how I feel. I mean, the look in itself isn't like ugly, it isn't bad, it's still pretty. I think it's pretty. It's just like when I'm looking at my monitor, I can see the difference, and like I can't necessarily, like this side it seems a lot like darker and more pigmented, but like it's still like Baja is not blending in at all, and that's my only concern. And even the matte brown shade could be a little bit more pigmented. But other than that, that is a wrap with this video. If you did like this video, if you do have this palette, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on how you feel about this palette. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't already, please subscribe to my channel. Just hit the red little button and click that bell for notifications when I upload. And also follow me on social media at Caylbarb on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks very so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And remember, if you have nothing else to say, then don't say it at all. Not on this channel. Bye guys. Thank you so much.